Welcome to class 15 of business environment. So we were discussing about political and legal environment. So the next topic for the discussion is components of political environment. So political environment has three systems, or we can say four components. So one is your political system, and this political system says, so there are two systems in the political governance. So one is your democratic and another is autocratic. What is this democratic? Democratic is nothing but, so here this system is elected by the people through election, which means in this system people elect the government and the people's representatives who are there, so MLAs or MPs who are there, so who are elected through election, so they rule the they rule the country. So as these people are elected and selected by people, so they have much concern regarding the people, which means they understand the needs of people and the society. So what they do, they rule the government, so their main intention is to satisfy the need of people. Why? People have elected them, right? So this system is going to provide the suitable environment for business. So as its policies are based on needs of society, so it will be very favorable to the society. The next is autocratic. So autocratic is nothing but your system which is controlled by king or queen. So they are the they control the government by heredity. So here what happens, under this system the king or queen is going to control the country. Okay, so they nominate council of minister who will administer the government. This administrator are at the mercy of monarch or king. Economic and other policies of government are framed to please the king. So what happens, the king or queen is going to take the rule or control of government by heredity. So here whatever economic policies they are going to make, so that will be inconvenience to king or pleasing to the king. So they do not give much importance to people and business, they are not going to give any importance to people and business. So they are not going to consider their concern at all at the time of framing the policies. So this form of government may not provide a supportive environment for the growth of business. The next is the constitution. So what is this constitution? So it defines the powers, privileges, rights and duties available to the citizens, including the business organization. So what happens? So the constitution in India, we can say it has the biggest constitution document of the world. So it provides you the rights or defines the powers, privileges, rights and duties which are available to the business as well as the citizen. So there are some constitutions on the fundamental rights which are applicable to business. So freedom for association, freedom to carry out the profession or practice, freedom to carry on the occupation, trade or business. So life or right to life and preserve property. So right against exploitation. So right to constitutional remedies. So these types of rights which are applicable to the business. The next is political parties. So here business environment of nation and its effect on business is influenced by the political parties and their ideologies. So what happens here, every political parties who are there, they have their own economic and social objectives, right? So what they do, whatever idea they have, they spread, or they are going to take these policies with which with the public parties gives assurance. So what happens at the time of election, the people or the parties are going to give you the what their assurance, right? So when they are going to give the assurance, when the people are satisfied with their assurance, the people will vote them. So political party will get the highest seats, number of seats in the legislature or the parliament, so they are going to rule the state. So after assuming the power, the government party tries to implement the assurance. So at the time of getting the votes, so what they did, they are given some assurance. So now it is the time for them to implement such assurance that they have given to the public during election. The next is nature of government. So nature of government decides the economic and business policy. Okay, so the nature and composition of government has a significant impact on the business environment. So government which is very strong, so which has a clear and independent majority of its own implemented policy of its choice. So on the other hand, if the government has a thin majority or depending upon the other political party for support, so it has to compromise its policy or economic policy with the policies of supporting political parties. The next is linkage. Linkage between political and business. So political environment and the business. Economic factors cannot be separated from the political factors. Okay, so here economy and politics. Economic means here business. Okay, business and political factors, so they should go hand in hand, or it should go together. So it cannot be separated. So it says that it is difficult to separate the economic events from the political factors. The political factors affecting business are often given lot of importance. Several aspects of government policy can be affected, right? Can affect the business. So all firms must follow the law. Managers must find how upcoming legislature can affect their activities. The political environment, or we can say the political environment, may add a risk factor and lead to heavy loss also. The political environment can impact the business organization in many ways. Okay, as I said, it could add risk and lead to major loss. So you should understand that the political factor have the power to change the result. It can also affect the change in results. Okay, so it can change the results. So companies should be ready to deal with the local and international upcoming or outcoming politics. So the next we can say increase or decrease in taxes. So increase or decrease in tax can be or could be an example of the political element. So your government may increase a tax for some companies and lower it for another company. So the decision will have a direct effect on your business. So you must also stay updated with the political factors. So then government has and the business are the two important institutions of the society. If the two works, or if they two work together, or if two works together and in coordination, the society will be benefited. Totally, what will be benefited? The society will be benefited. So there is a close link between political factors and business environment. So political factors or the environment consist of political system, the constitution, political parties and government. Okay, so these institutions and system have a task to ensure the economic and social welfare of a society. So totally the society will be benefited. The Task of ensuring economic and social welfare of society. Economic welfare of society is ensured with the help of what? Business. Political environment decides the business policies and direct these policies to that necessary goods and services and create to satisfy the need of society. So political environment has a responsibility to create healthy business environment in order to satisfy economic need of the society. So business has a responsibility to cooperate with what? Cooperate with the political system of the country. So responsibility of a political environment to create a healthy business environment. Thank you.